So starting the test drive in this Lyriq, interesting how the regenerative braking works, because I have it set to one pedal drive here. When I turn that off by hitting this pedal to the left, it just gives me kind of a lurking feel, and it's just an interesting setup. And the pedal itself, I should say the control itself, feels kind of flimsy, but in tour mode here, giving it a little throttle, relatively quick. Now again, this has 340 horsepower and then I believe 325 pound-feet of torque with a rear-wheel drive model. But let's see if we can test out the Super Cruise. We probably won't be able to because I have to get a lane over. But what we'll do is I'll go down another exit. But the ride is very good. I'm very impressed, actually. Let's turn on the Super Cruise now. So there's the hands-free driving. Good to go there. And that's just a quick look at it. I'm gonna go ahead and get over now. And then you'll see it cuts off because I'm in the exit lane. So, very smart system. But the ride is so... I come from a Mach-E, so that has a lot to do with it, but the ride is so plush. I'm extremely impressed. Actually, it's a little bit surprised, and this is a Cadillac, so I shouldn't be, but wow. Impressive ride quality for a vehicle, let alone an EV. So I'm gonna put the vehicle into sport mode now, and I wanna see how that changes driving dynamics. So pretty quick there. And this does have a lower battery. Let's give it some throttle again. There it is. So quite impressed by that. And it's such a smooth. Now the Mach-E, the one that I have a California Route 1, and that has a rear mounted motor and the bigger battery. That one feels faster, but this one gets up to speed just as quickly. It's just so much of a smoother ride. And I can't say enough about the ride quality here, because if you know EVs, you know that specifically Tesla, so many people know those vehicles and they're just so bouncy. And because of the platforms that EVs ride on, you're not gonna find that perfect, even the Mercedes-Benz EQS does not ride like an S-Class, because you just can't do it, just based on technology and how they ride and how the vehicles are made up. But here, this is very close to something that, it's very hard to distinguish this between an XT4 or XT5, which is pretty much what you have to go off of from the gas-powered Cadillacs. Now, it doesn't ride like a CT6, but again, I'm impressed by this ride, and that's saying something. Now, for the price point, you can get a Mustang Mach-E, a Model Y, maybe even a Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV, but to me, specifically this luxury with rear-wheel drive is spec just how I like it, and pretty much at the maximum of what I would want to pay for a vehicle. And I feel like this is gonna sell to those people who want to go to an EV, but they want something that feels like a Cadillac, has the amenities like a Cadillac. And you can't beat the 190 kilowatt charging speed either, because other than Tesla, most other vehicles in this segment, including the Mach-E that has a 150 kilowatt charge speed, I think the EQE might be 190 or 150, 170, something around there. But this is one of the better charging, DC fast charging speeds that you can get on an SUV that's electric. But good job, Cadillac. This will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Lyriq Luxury.